Oi, oi, team. How we doing? Huh? I've got to make sure my arm looks absolutely massive. There we go. Right. Hope everyone's well. Everyone's good. I was at 259 on the scales, but the issue is I didn't weigh myself before my shower. I don't know about you guys, but I always seem to weigh a little bit heavier after that, out of the shower. Don't know why. Anyway, I'm going to say that I am legit 259, because if I'm 259 and not as watery as I was when I was 258, then I'm happy. I'm happy. Happy stuff. Well, it's back day today. We've got Soxy here already whistling away, having a little peek, and I'm trying to bring up my back. So we're going to go in the gym, bring up the back. With the off season, something you've probably noticed by now is it's very same. Okay, so there's not a lot to talk about doing videos quite close to each other. And even week to week, it's very much very same. In this off-season, apart from the significant amount of progress I'm making, nothing's really changing. I'm getting a bit stronger. I'm enjoying my workouts. I'm having a good crack. I'm having a good time. But in terms of something being exciting, where there's lots of change, lots of different things happening, it's not really what the off-season is. And certainly if you're having lots of changes in, not food necessarily, but like environment, it's not the environment to be in, because there's too much chaos going on. It's just not good for growth, in my opinion. You know, if you can have a nice settled routine, that is going to be far better and far superior for growth. Bear with me. Socks is simply... Socks, what are you doing? Do you mind? Just had the house cleaned. Look at this shit. He's on the fucking windowsill. Polished off the pre-workout meal. Wanted to get that down. Bob. So I've got a few minutes here to talk before I've got to make me intro a bit I'm banging a few pre-jabs prior training. But I'm going to do a bit of GH before training today. Seems to be pretty good at like limiting carpal effects at night. And I did forget to take it fasted, so... but you get a wicked pump. Anyway... I like to document my life on the YouTube. They're like vlogs. These are like vlogs, okay? That's what I do. That's what I enjoy. Sometimes when I'm in my motor, sometimes I'm driving along and I kind of think, you know, it'd be good to just discuss this on a YouTube video. I don't like to base a whole video on it, trying to like drag things out or whatever. I do talk for England, and I'm doing it right now. It is what it is. And there's a few things I just think, you know what, I see within my own progression or my own journey, and then I look into sort of see clients, etc., making a lot of mistakes. You know, I work with a bunch of clients, a wide range of individuals across the world, and in my time coaching, I've worked with lots of different individuals, but there is some common occurrences. And I just think, you know what, I want to give you some tips or things to look for when your goal is to get really fucking big. Now, when I say really fucking big, I mean, you've probably got a similar goal to me. It may not be on the competitive round, but it will be you really want to get fucking big. So look, before anyone comments and starts going, oh, health this and health that, we're not talking about that shit. We're talking about fucking bodybuilding, right? I don't need that negative bullshit. And it's not negative, I understand you might, I'm just here for you, I'm just looking out, etc. But a lot of you guys who comment stuff like that, there's always a passive-aggressive undertone. So if that is one of you, go fuck off, because you're not welcome here, you cunt. Simple as that, all right? Something I don't like about social media is the passive-aggressive of people's comments, of talking it large about things they know nothing about. Just shut your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth, you cunt. You can see I'm getting irate. It's the one thing I get irate about. It's just, you know, because you'd never say it to my face. You'd never say it to someone's face. I see some of these people. I remember a lad in the gym, I saw him, and he put a harsh, horrible comment on someone's post, and I stuck it on him. I just said, mate, why would you comment that? That's not you. I said, if a fella turned up and fucking put it on you, one, you'd get broken in half because you're wet, and two, it's just like you'd fold up. You'd fold up, you know. And I just said, look, it doesn't look good to me, you know. I mean, I use the old sort of like, you know, people like if your employee sees that and you saying stuff like that. I mean, if I was your boss, I'd have a conversation with you and be like, mate, you're sitting there with a picture of your fucking us, you know, our brand in your fucking profile picture. That is not a good look. Anyway, Right, I'm completely off topic now, aren't I? I've had me a little rant about that. So, getting big, right? I'm not going to sit here and say you need a calorie surplus, you need to train hard. They're the fucking obvious. If we're not there yet, different video. Go on the, Bodybuilding 101 channel, okay? I probably should do a video of that, Bodybuilding 101. But anyway, you need a surplus, you need to train hard. Simple as. You need to be in a good starting position to grow from anyway. Easy. There are going to be some barriers you're going to run into. Now, what sparked this was this photo here, actually. I put a photo together. I should really upload it on Instagram, but I'm going to train first. But this is it. This is me, 80 kilos, junior bodybuilder. Soaking wet versus me now. I was 22 here. That was in a gym in Chester called Gymnasium 1. It's closed down now. And then here's me. This was the other week. 258, looking fucking handsome. You see the difference? Yeah. Soaking wet, soaking wet, big softy. All right, put on loads of tissue. Now, your goal might be something similar, getting fucking big. Now, that's an 8-year gap. That 22 years old, 30 years old, just under actually, because I reckon it was probably about, I don't know when that actually was taken. Would have been around about the November time, to be fair. Anyway. This is what sort of sparks this on to sort of bring this conversation of things you're going to run into, things to think about. One of them is going to be digestion. Boring, I know. You've heard about a billion people talk about this. Oh, fucking digestion. Oh, fucking hell. Shocking fucking horror. Tell me something I don't know. But over time, your digestion's going to get knackered. All right? I say it's going to get knackered, but it's certainly going to change. You're going to get older. You've been slamming in 6 meals a day, maybe 7, maybe 8, maybe 5. I don't know how many it needs to grow, whatever it takes. At the end of the day, it's going to change a little bit. So you're going to want to aim for food sources that feel good. And you're going to be able to get away with it, but as soon as that happens, it happens over time. Nothing in bodybuilding, really, nothing, should I say, happens overnight. You're going to be a few years in. Suddenly that doesn't digest too well. You might be a couple of push-ups into the game. Time to make a manoeuvre, all right? And that's going to be sticking to foods that sit well. Some things may seem fancy and happy. Oh, yeah, that looks sexy. But if you can lose that food focus and more think about food as fuel, enjoy your food, but think about food as being fuel, it's going to be a lot easier, because even you're having to stick to like sort of simplistic food, like if you look at my diet, for instance, all my carbs, except my oats and my bagel, are rice-based. Rice cakes and ESN rice pudding. The next 3 meals are rice and rice cakes. A bit of jam, a bit of honey in there as well. And to be fair, it's quite interesting. But it's basic shit, isn't it? All right, majority of it comes from rice. Yeah, potatoes, great. Slice them up, put them in the air fryer. But it slows everything the fuck down. And you don't, unless it's fucking chips from fucking Five Guys, they don't really sit too right on me. So it's probably not going to be, it's not going to be sustainable for me to keep on hammering that down. But if you go back a couple of years back on some of these full day of eatings, you see me smashing in potatoes like nothing. Fucking smacking them in, I had no problem. But now, it's not happy. Can't be having it. It's got to be chips covered in oil. And for some reason it sits better. Anyway, so some things are going to change. So carbohydrate sources, in looking after your digestion, they will change over time. That's an important thing to bring up. I'm just going to go make my pre and my intra, and I think I'll talk about the next one. A little plug before I start yakking away. Vascumax. We've got the Stimmax, Creamax. Full Bore Sports, Ginger 10 or Ginger 15 will get you 10 to 15% off. If you want to be a member, you get 15% off. That has not got a scooper in. I've still yet to find it. Right. I'll pop this in there like that. Look, you see, Bosch, 1 scoop. Oh, I found the scooper. It's just there. Whee! Come on down. Lovely. Well, that will do. That will do, son. And then I'll have a bit of creatine going in as well. Now this falls into a nice topic. We could talk about if your goal is really to try and get really big, like unless you're Ronnie Coleman, unfortunately, you're trying to get mutant size. That isn't going to happen naturally. At some point, once you are consistent enough once you are ready, and you know that you're ready, and you know that this is something that you really want to do, then you're going to have a conversation with yourself, maybe with a loved one, that, look, to realistically make and work to that goal, you're going to have to get on a bit of sauce. And through your time, those cycles will progress, and you'll end up using some more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. And you'll probably find a sweet spot where you can actually grow near enough of the same milligrams, but then you might be using some other things, some other auxiliaries. This is something that's quite real, actually, to have a conversation about, and I think it's quite important, because I don't want to sit here and bullshit you, you know what I mean? And I do, look, at the end of the day, me vlogging my progress is really to document myself, to be honest, but also uplift bodybuilding, because a lot of the bodybuilding shite out there, well, a lot of people's content comes across really negative about bodybuilding and puts it in a negative light, or overly serious. I am serious about this, and hopefully it is coming off across a serious way, but also coming across in a positive way, because you've already made your own assumptions about taking anabolics. That's up to you to make that decision as well. That is down to you, and you only. Don't let this video influence it. Don't let anyone else influence it. Don't let anyone make that choice for you. It's a choice that you need to have, and also you need to weigh out what that's like. Look, at the end of the day, sticking a needle in yourself every day ain't the nicest thing to do. It's going to hurt sometimes. It's not going to be the nicest thing. Sometimes you're going to get some stuff that's giving you some bad pip, and it's going to hurt, and it's going to fucking get inflamed. There comes a lot of issues you've got to weigh up with this. It's not just, you know, the way that you feel natty, pinning yourself and everything feels good. Sometimes you go in there, you're like, fucking hell, a couple of days, you go, that fucking hurts, that does. That is sore. Do you know what I mean? It's still aching. It's fucking hell. And it goes. Those are things that do happen. But if your goals mean a lot to you, you just sort of fucking persevere and put on and go, fucking hell, alright, that was a bit of an iffy jab, but it surpassed. As long as it ain't going red, alright, and start spreading, well then you go. That's something that can happen as well, and you need to get to the fucking A&E, you need to get to the doctor and get some antibiotics in you and go, hey, I've been silly, you know. Obviously you do the right things, make sure you're being hygienic, cleaning, swabbing your tops, swabbing your bottles, swabbing the skin, and all that goodness, all those things. Anyway, something that can happen. It's fucking very real. I ain't fucking know. You're like, fucking hell. You know, my 2024 show, I don't know if I think I mentioned it, I think I kept it quiet, but that first show in 2024, the regional, I had my triceps swell up. It was fucking horrible. It was only because of the diuretics. It pulled the fluid off. But after, I could fucking put my arm in it, and it was pitting, and I had to get antibiotics, where I fucking had it was just an iffy jab. It went bad, it started getting infected. You know, it was bad, but literally within like 2 days of antibiotics, it had gone, it zapped. Boom. But it's something that can happen. It's very real, right? So making that decision, you want to, you know, and don't use that as a way, I don't want to do that, fucking hell. I'm not trying to deter you, scare you, or tell you that you have to take gear. But if your goal is one of those goals where you want to be Marcus Rulbig, unless you're Ronnie Coleman, it ain't going to happen naturally. All right, I'm sorry to break it to you. Righty, I've just done my methadone blue, so I haven't been sucking off a Smurf, all right? And I've just taken me fucking slew. Taking the pill form at the minute, because I don't really feel like jabbing myself as much. Oh, well, that being said, I'm jabbing myself anyway. But anyway, you get what I mean. Just one less jab to do. So I've been using the oral slew. Anyway. So one of the other ones is the cost of bodybuilding. Now, because bodybuilding, the barrier to entry to bodybuilding is low. Gym membership, off you go. You can get some gym memberships for less than 20 quid a month now. All right, 15 quid a month at the cheapest at some proper budget gyms. So the barrier to entry is low. Unlike other sports that can cost quite a bit of money, where if you're doing it properly, even when you're not doing it properly, like, for instance, a good example, and it differs from course to course, my local golf course, where I live in my village, to be a member, to play on there, because it's members only, is 30 grand a year. So 30 grand a year just to start playing. Now that is expensive. Now, there isn't any bodybuilder spending, I mean, let's just say bodybuilders, and not include people who are like paying for first class flights to travel to different shows, etc. Right? They're tax write-offs anyway. Anyway, the thing is, no one's spending that on their food and bits, etc. All right? No one's spending 30 grand a year. If you are, you're having your pants pulled down and you're getting fucked in the arse. No, you shouldn't be. If you are, the person you're buying your gear off is fucking you in the arse and is fucking double dipping on you. And wherever you're buying your food from, it's got their fucking cock right up your bumhole. So you need to sort that out. Anyway, the barrier to entry is low. But when you're get into it, you end up finding yourself that it does cost quite a bit of money. And you're like, holy shit, I'm spending this, and my grocery bills increased, and fucking hell, I didn't realise how much health stops cost, etc. And then you realise that, it's costing you a couple of £100. And you're like, shit, now, this is it's costing you a little bit more than you anticipated. So making sure you've got financial needs in place is important. Now, I only really find this with the little bit of the older client. Someone who's lived a non-bodybuilding lifestyle before. For myself and a lot of my younger clients who now are like, moved out, etc., but came to me in their early 20s, we've only ever known as an adult, when I've been fending to myself, having to pay my own shit, have my own place, etc., and moved out, I've only never known what it costs to be a bodybuilder. I haven't known what it costs to not bodybuild. So I don't know what it is like to be able to have excess amount of money coming out that is spent towards bodybuilding. It's just been part of my life, mine and Chanel's life. That's it, our bodybuilding is something we do, that we pay, and that's what it is. And obviously for me, it's full on a career. But the thing is, I don't know anything else to it. So that certainly goes a massive, should we say, leaf or whatever. It's a massive feather in your cap, sorry. A massive feather in your cap. Sorry, my mind went blank then. Feather in your cap. Because you won't know. You don't know any better. So when people say that, you'll kind of be like, is it really? And then the thing is, it's about as well, for a lot of you, especially when you are young, you're probably going to need a little side hustle. Like for me, I had my full-time job, I was PTing, I was taking exercise classes that I was fucking good at. I was really fucking good at that. And I ended up taking that for doing a couple on a Thursday night and 1 or 2 on a weekend, to then doing 6 on a weekend, 3 on I was doing 9 to 10 classes a week. And I was getting cash in hand, bro. That was paying for my grocery bill alone, and extras, and my gear, and everything. That was sorted. I was good, So I had that, and then alongside that, as I always had, even without even having to promote coaching, I was probably anywhere between 8 to sort of 12 clients online. So I had means and ways of obviously earning more money to be able to then save a little bit for a rainy day. And that really just comes from having a massive passion at helping people. Though I do miss those exercise classes. You can walk in there and I used to be like, right, someone's being sick tonight, and they'll be like, what the fuck? Who the fuck's this big cunt? I'll be like, right, who's being sick? Fucking move it. I swore and everything, I don't give a fuck. It was great. The owner loved me because I've made him fucking really rich. He fucked off to Portugal because I made him filthy rich. With how many people I was bringing in. Oh well, anyway. So, financial, something to think about, something to have in the forefront of your brain, and know that it's probably going to cost you a little bit more to do, and understand that bodybuilding and going to the gym are two different things. Because going to the gym, the barrier to entry is low in terms of the cost, and as you start bodybuilding, it is not as high as a lot of other sports, as I mentioned about golf. But certainly, it's going to cost you more than just going around playing six-a-side football. Do you know what I mean? You're going to be putting a little bit of money towards it a month, and it's something to think about. But if your goal is to get really fucking big, you really fucking love it, you won't see any negatives in it. You'll just think, yeah, this is fucking great. Well, I'm going fucking massive. Blood test, no problem. Kadoosh. Bought. Oh, I need some more different supplements. Bought. Kadoosh. New pre-workout. I'll have a bit of that. Methylene blue. I'll drink the whole thing. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to do any film in the gym because this is on 25% battery. So maybe I'll just show you the physique. Big back. Big back. Back. Woo! Just doing some biceps to finish off. So hopefully you saw my T-bars and they're here, but 12 sets on back in total. I did a rest pause set on the Cybex row, which was fucking wicked. It blew me to pieces. Back is fried. And now we're gonna egg fry rice the biceps. Done rear delts as well. Also I look like 1,000 years old in this angle because all the wrinkles. I'm trying to do this. Oh, it's a meaty set this is. Yeah. You see that? All the blood in there. Anyway, I've got a nasty zit on me fucking... What's an ingrowing hair that is? If you can see it. Ah, that's bad. Get Chanel to sort that out. Anyway, here we go. Boom, the back. Can you even see it? Boom. Scooch on. Hang on. Hamstrings, glutes. Oh. Boom. Biceps got a good pump in as well. Oh, you can't see anything now, it's steamed up. Well, there you go. I don't know if you can see on the camera. It's all blurred now, but can you see what I mean? Like the mid-back, what really needed to come up, obviously the lats coming up. But today's session, obviously, there wasn't a heavy amount of lat focus, but I've got that on the Friday. There's always a bit of a crossover between both. But you see what I mean by the thickness of the mid-back. Well, I've been trying a lat last year. You can sort of see when I come back and tuck my glutes real hard, my lower back is popping, you know, bosh, which is nice, tremendous. Right, on my way back home, I'll see if any of those other tips come to mind, but the main ones I spoke about earlier. Anyway, biceps got pumped. I'm hairy and I'm shirtless. Hey, I need to have a good upper body shave. Shall shave me back last night before bed. Body hair. I fucking hate it. Also, you just feel horrible. Just feel horrible with it. Chest is looking rather stacked. Got chest tomorrow. Back is fried. See that? Bit of lat poking out. Love that. Stick this back on. I had to put this on charge, so this has been boosting, and I forgot to film. Forgot to carry on filming. Well, I've been kind of busy on my laptop, but there was a few tips that I gave today in today's video. More than a general vlog, isn't it? See, offering some education, just things I think are of value. You know, I think it's important to sort of help you guys out a little bit. Oh, go fucking yawn. Oh, sorry, I'm knackered. Last meal going in. Get it in, go to bed, job done. Lovely. I did think of something, but I forgot what it was. I was like, oh, I should mention that. And then I've got so distracted that it slipped my mind. So, oh well. For another video, tips and insights of getting massive, things you're going to get yourself into. I think one of the biggest things is to really love bodybuilding. If your goal is just to get astronomically big, love the lifestyle. But if you've already set your goal, you've probably already fell in love with the lifestyle, which is why, or maybe I would say why your goal's that. That's the wrong one. It's like had an influence. You know, your goal was probably never to, when you first started training or living a bit of the lifestyle, to be that big, but it kind of like, yeah, I want to get this big. I want to try and get even bigger. I want to get even bigger, like constantly pushing yourself. And it just sort of progresses. And that's really how bodybuilding works. It's, you know, you have small, like a big goal, and you have small little goals. And sometimes it starts off with those small little goals, and then you create a big goal, and then you work your way to keep hitting those goals, and you keep hitting those landmarks, boom, 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 on your way up, and you're like, yes, 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 and you keep getting there, you know, and then you eventually, at some point, you achieve that goal, and then after that, then there's another goal. It's bodybuilding. It's super. I'm brain dead at the minute. I was going to say self-accomplishment. There's a super amount of self-accomplishment in it. You set your goals, tick them off, get them done, set new ones. That's how it works, you know. I am shattered, guys. I'm knackered. I want a good kip. I want to get to bed, eat my meal, have a good sleep. Tomorrow chest, get in the gym, big triceps as well, bit of side delts, boost it all up, and just keep working really hard. Looking back at some photos, small contest photos from 2021 actually, and just thinking I've come a long way since then, and just really make sure I'm maximising my muscle gain during this period of time. And that's just so important to me right now, is to maximise muscle gain. It's don't worry about anything else. It's about putting on the good tissue, setting yourself up for a really good contest prep, to really give it the fucking beans, you know, really fucking give it a good fucking go, and get after it. Simple as that. Anyway, this may not be in order of things how the video was meant to go, but you know me, it's always off the cuff, it's always raw. What's going on in my life, what's going on, the cats, my wife. At the end of the day, these vlogs are just vlogs, stop vlogging my life. At this moment in time, my life's bodybuilding. I fucking love it, you know. I want to better say I fucking did it. I set a goal and I fucking got there. You know, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's not me. It's I did. So let's fucking get it.